Okay, surface areas and volumes of spheres. Spheres are three-dimensional circles. Okay. We do not talk about lateral area of a sphere. It's only surface area of a sphere. Okay. There's not both. We just always say surface area of a sphere. If somebody says lateral area, that's a mistake. Surface area or volume of a sphere. Find the surface area of the sphere with the given diameter or radius. Leave your answer in terms of pi. Again, I leave pi in the answer. That means you're not putting the calculator, you get marked wrong. So volume, surface area first off. So surface area. These are the two formulas you need to know. Surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. Remember, area means I'm multiplying two variables together. R times r for r squared. And volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. There's your three variables, r times r times r. So you know it's volume. Okay, so it's these two that I'm just putting in the calculator, and of course leaving it in terms of pi, so I'm not putting pi in the calculator, and just plugging those in. That's simple. Don't forget units. Okay, you should be able to do that, no problem. Let me work my way down here. Use the given circumference, so you need to remember circumference formula of a circle is 2 pi r. Okay, so when they given this circumference, that means put that 83.92 equals 2 pi r. Okay, we're solving for r, so we're going to divide by 2 pi on both sides. You get r, and it wants the surface area of a spherical object, which is a sphere. Surface area is 4 pi r squared. Okay, so right there, and then round your answer to the nearest whole number again. Natural number would have been better. So if I want to find it, I'm just writing it over here now. 4 pi, and then go ahead and have a calculator and do 83.92 divided by 2 pi in parentheses squared. Type it in just like that. That way we're not rounding till the final answer. Okay. We don't want to round early. So let's go ahead and do that now. Can I move it over here? Here we go. 4 pi, that's pi is right above the caret symbol. 4 pi parentheses 83. Let's move it up so I can get it on. 0.92 divided by parentheses 2 pi. Whenever you have pi involved in another number, you always put parentheses on that, no matter what, even if it's numerator or denominator. Okay, parentheses for the whole thing, squared. 4 pi r squared. And that's 2,241.7, so 2,242. Because we're going 2,242. And then volume, we're doing surface area, so square meters. Okay, now let's say I did the 83. Let's see what the answer would have come out with if I didn't leave that whole thing in there. I did 83.92 divided by parentheses 2 pi. Okay, and I get 13.356. Let's say you just said, oh, you saw a 10th spot, so I'm just going to round this to the 10th and say 13.4. So now I'm going to go 4 pi times 13.4 squared, and you get 2,256. Notice that's quite a bit off from 2,242 as being the right answer. You're in 2,256, so you cannot round early. Okay, now if I'd gone out to maybe the 1,000th spot, let's try that one. That might do it if I rounded that one out to the 1,000th spot. 4 pi parentheses 13.356 squared. 2,241.6 would go to 2,242. So that one would give me the correct answer if I went out to the 1,000th spot. Usually that's a good idea. If they say it round to nearest 10th, you usually want to go 2 spots further. So I I went 3 spots further. Okay, the further number of spots you go, the more close it's going to be to the actual number. So, but a general measure is at least 2 spots closer, but past what they wanted. So that'd be the 100th, but the 100th would have put you off as well. Thousands in this case, but it's simpler just to get used to practicing, because this is what they want you to do in upper math, is leave the exact answer in until the very end and then round. So we just showed you how you would have gone up to 1,000 spot if you didn't leave the 83.92 divided by 2 pi. Oops, let's show a pi symbol there. Okay. All right. Find the volume of each sphere. Again, volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. That's the formula you use in here for each one of these. Give each answer in terms of pi. That means leave it and rounded. And so 2 answers for each one to the nearest cubic unit. Cubic unit would just be the nearest whole number. Again, natural number. Okay. So you're doing 2 answers, one in terms of pi for the exact answer and one in terms of the nearest natural number. Okay. So here's the formula I'm going to use, but I might have to find r first. So you notice here they only give me the surface area. Remember, that's 4 pi r squared equals 16 pi. Therefore, the pi's cancel out. Divide by 4 on both sides. I get r squared equals 4. So r equals 2. Now I take that 2 and plug in there. That's 8. 2 cubes 8. So that'd be 32/3 pi cubic centimeters for the exact answer in terms of pi, and then plug that in your calculator to get the nearest natural number. Okay, sphere has the volume given. Find its surface area, 4 pi r squared to the nearest whole number. So you got to go solve for the r given the volume, solve for r, and then plug that into the 4 pi r squared and round to the nearest natural number. Okay, that'll go ahead and in that, right? That was the second page. Oh no, that wasn't the second page. Okay. Surface area. Find the volume of, in terms of pi, so leave pi in the answer every time you see that, of each sphere with the given surface area. So remember, that's set that equal to 4 pi r squared. Solve for r. Obviously the pi's cancel out. Divide by 4, you get 225. Square root of 225 is 15. Knowing your squares, if you memorize your squares from 11 to 25, you'd know that. Okay, for those that have the extra credit. So r is 15. Now I take that and find the volume. Volume number is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so now I take that 15, cube it, multiply by 4, divide by 3, leave that and with pi in your answer. All right. These other ones, you're doing the same idea. Write down the formula. Okay. Percent of the cone will be filled. Okay, this is what it would be. The volume in it divided by the total volume itself of the cone. And now give you a decimal, change it to percent by moving it 2 places to the right. Okay. Some more word problems for you. Oh, okay. Here we go. 32 and 33. I was wondering when these were going to come in. They only throw them in here at the end. Okay, find the radius of a sphere such that the ratio of the surface areas in square inches to the volume in cubic inches is 4:1. Find the radius of a sphere such that the ratio of the surface areas, so area, so it's like r squared over r cubed. Radius is degree 1. This is degree 2 for surface area, degree 3 for volume. Okay. This is the ratio of the surface area in square inches to volume is 4:1. So the surface area is going to be 4 times as great as the volume. Okay. So surface area, 4 pi r squared over 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, the pi's cancel, 4's cancel, 1/3 divided by 1/3 is really multiplied by 3. And it wants it 4 to 1. Okay. Okay, here. Can I do it this way? If I do that, cross multiply, I get 4r cubed equals 3r squared. Okay. Divide by r squared on both sides. I get 3 equals 4r. R equals 3/4. Okay, let's see if that will work. So if I put in 3/4 here, 4 pi r cubed, r's 3/4, 4 pi r squared over 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, the pi's cancel out, the 4's cancel out, so that's 1/3. Here I have 27 over 64 times 1/3, which then is 9 over 64. And this is 9 over 16. Okay. Let's see. This is, so we are at 4 to 1. Is this 4 times greater? If I multiply this by 4, does it give me 9/16? To be the same, yes it does, because 4 going to 64 16 times. So it'd be 9/16. So R is 3/4. Okay, that was a tougher problem. I've got another sheet that we practice on these. That won't be as hard as that. That was a tougher problem. I don't know. I can't remember if I've ever seen that problem in that situation before. So surface area, they right there, that's 4 pi r squared. Volume, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, and I have to solve it the same way as I did on 32 for 33. Okay, write it out like that. Try that. All right, 13 minutes.